Hey everybody. Today for our snow day assignment, we're just going to have a little bit of a continuation of our conversation from Friday. You guys that did this stuff online, you might already be done with the activity, but you can follow along to make sure that you're doing it correctly or see that your answers were correct because I'm going to talk about a few of them. For everybody else that was in class, the majority of you all, we started this activity. Some classes got to number 10, if you remember, and other classes got to 15. But in any case, we didn't talk about all the answers all the way through. So that'll be helpful. That'll let you guys kind of do some more on your own. And then we didn't talk about exercise 7 as well. So our intent on this today is I'm going to talk to you all about a few of these again, and you're going to just complete the rest. And you're going to show up tomorrow with everything done. Okay. So, real quick, if we're looking back a page, we're talking about comparative and superlative adjectives. And just as a reminder, comparatives always have the ER suffix or they have the more pretense. Okay, so like a two-word answer is going to have like more skilled or more active or more intelligent. And then you have your ER. And we said the comparative literally just compares two things to one another. Superlative, on the other hand, is technically three or more, but we said it's usually all or of a whole group. Okay. So the smallest, darkest, most active, most intelligent, meaning of all the people or of all the whatever you're comparing. Okay. And again, this one has the suffix est, or the word most in front of it. Okay, so what we were doing again on 1 through 10 or 1 through 15 is we're doing exactly that. We're going through a few of them to kind of give you some ideas as to what to add that's in parentheses already there. Okay, now you all's job, if you had not already, you're going to complete all the way 1 through 20. So that's going to get completed. And then exercise 7, we're going to talk about here in a second. Just to jump back through a few of these, I'm just going to pick a couple sentences. Like we said, for number one of the greatest heroes, because there's nobody else compared in this sentence. So it has to be of all heroes. So your options would have been, most great or greatest. So greatest is the better choice. Two, not that I'm going in order on these, but more successful was a choice. And then going down a few of these, like number 8, most challenging, because it says of all the tours. So that's the examples that I'll just go through real quick. But again, if you shoot back one page here, more are your comparatives, and S, most, are your superlatives, right? So for everybody that started this, if you did 1 through 10, let's finish up 11 through 20. And if you did 1 through 15, let's just finish up and do 16 through 20, of course. Now, if for whatever reason you guys have misplaced a paper or you think you have two different papers going, it would be my advice to combine all this stuff onto one paper. Okay, I don't want you guys to assume that you have 1 through 10 like in your textbook, because maybe you do, but it really isn't that hard, guys and gals, to just go back and retrace these. It really isn't. Okay, so if you did 1 through 10 and now you're just like, well, I already did 1 through 10 and now I'm just going to do 11 through 20. I mean, you're taking a risk if tomorrow when we turn this in, all of a sudden your 1 through 10 paper's gone missing. Okay. So it'd be my advice to just do the 1 through 20 all the way together. Now, exercise 7, if I zoom in here, okay, it says write 5 sentences that make comparisons. That doesn't tell you which comparisons, right? You can put whatever comparisons you want. You can talk about being a faster runner than somebody, or being the smartest of all your siblings, or you can talk about a building being the tallest in all of downtown something. But it just says write 5 sentences that make a comparison, and then after each of those sentences, write whether it's comparative or superlative. Okay, for me, if you guys want to just put like comp or sup, that's fine. But basically, they have a sample right here. So they wrote a sentence: the dancers needed longer rehearsals. So the is your word right there that compares, and it's a or more, so it's got to be a comparative. Okay. Why is it comparative in this case? Because they're comparing the rehearsals they've already had to the rehearsals they're going to need. So basically, it's two things, right? So even though it doesn't specifically say like two people's names or two places specifically or anything, it does say the dancers needed longer rehearsals, again, compared to what they'd already been doing. So again, on this, you write 5 sentences of your choice that make some kind of comparison, but then actually label which type they are. Okay. So if it's an est or most, you know it's going to be superlative. Okay. So that's nothing too crazy, guys. Again, people that were already learning online, you've probably already gone through and completed all this, and you've probably already submitted this. You guys are pretty much good to go, right? If you just wanted to make sure after watching this video that you were doing the right thing, that's perfectly fine. For everybody else, you guys have two options. One, again, is to complete it and just email it to me if you just want it to be done and submitted, or for you all that just want to hang on to it and give it to me on paper tomorrow, that's perfectly fine. Okay. But for your activity today, this is it. All right. I don't want to introduce anything new because we got obviously different people at different places on this thing. So we just want to submit this thing either digitally today, or you guys that are coming back tomorrow obviously can just hand it to me on paper if you prefer that. All right. Everybody have a good day. Everybody stay safe, and I'll talk to you obviously very soon. All right. See you guys.